Hey there. Welcome back.
Yeah.
It seems like every time we do a deep dive with I Tried It, we uncover some absolute gems.
hmm
And today we're focusing on something every small business owner needs to master,
Yeah.
customer support.
You're right. Those folks over at I Tried It really hit the mark this time.
Yeah,
It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day of running a business, but nailing your customer support strategy can make all the difference.
exactly. Imagine this.
Right.
You're juggling inventory marketing, maybe even making the product yourself.
Yeah.
But then, bam, a customer has a question, needs help, or wants to rave about how much they love what you do.
Uh-huh.
That interaction, that's a make or break moment.
Couldn't agree more. Especially for small businesses, that one interaction can turn a casual buyer into a loyal fan, someone who not only comes back but tells everyone they know about you.
Okay, let's unpack. I tried its take on creating that customer magic.
Okay.
The first thing that jumped out at me was the emphasis on personal connections.
Mhm.
It's so easy to get caught up in automation these days, but a genuine human touch can really set you apart.
What's fascinating is how much that resonates with people. Think about it.
Yeah.
We're bombarded with generic emails, automated chatbots, and impersonal transactions all the time.
Right?
When someone takes the time to connect on a human level, it makes a lasting impression.
I tried it. Had this fantastic example about a small business that sends handwritten thank you notes to each new customer.
Oh, wow.
It seems so simple, but can you imagine getting a handwritten note these days?
hmm
I'd be blown away.
It's that unexpected touch that makes it memorable. In a world of instant, everything that handwritten note says, we see you, we appreciate you, and we're willing to put in the extra effort. That's powerful.
It really is. Okay, so we're creating those personal connections, but even the most dedicated entrepreneur needs a little help sometimes. I tried it. Also highlighted some essential tools that can make your life easier and your customer support even better.
Absolutely. They zeroed in on three key tools: CRM systems, help desk software, and a knowledge base. Think of these as your customer support dream team.
All right, break it down for me. I'm familiar with the acronyms, but sometimes get lost in the jargon.
No worries. I'll keep it simple. Let's start with CRM, which stands for Customer Relationship Management.
Okay.
A good CRM system is like a central hub for all your customer information.
Okay.
It tracks interactions, purchases, even those quirky preferences that make each customer unique.
So instead of scrambling through emails or spreadsheets, everything is right there in the CRM.
Exactly. That means you can personalize your interactions, remember important details, and offer a level of service that feels tailored to each customer. It's all about making them feel like more than just a transaction.
Okay, CRM check. Now, what about help desk software? Is that like a digital call center for handling customer questions and issues?
That's a good way to think about it. Help desk software like Zendesk or Freshdesk helps you streamline the whole process of managing customer inquiries. You can track requests, assign them to the right people, and even automate some responses to save time.
So no more frantic email chains or lost sticky notes trying to keep track of who needs what.
Exactly. And the best part, there are tons of affordable options out there designed specifically for small businesses. You don't need a massive budget to get started.
All right, last but not least, the knowledge base. Is that like a supercharged FAQ page on steroids?
You got it. A knowledge base is a comprehensive library of information about your products, services, common issues, and pretty much anything a customer might need to know.
So the goal is to empower customers to find answers on their own.
Absolutely. It gives them that sense of independence, and it frees up your time to focus on those more complex issues that require a personal touch. Plus, a well-structured knowledge base can be a lifesaver for your team, too. Everyone has access to the same information, ensuring consistency and accuracy.
Okay, I'm loving these tools,
Yeah.
but even with the best tech in the world, it all comes down to the human element, right?
You hit the nail on the head. I tried it. Emphasize the need to find that sweet spot between empathy and efficiency in your customer interactions.
I can see how that could be a balancing act. You want to be quick and helpful, but you don't want to sound like a robot reading from a script.
That's where training becomes crucial.
Yeah.
You need to equip your team with the skills to listen, actively understand customer needs, and respond in a way that's both helpful and genuinely empathetic.
Right.
It's about conveying that you care, even in a short interaction.
I remember I tried it,
Mhm.
had this fun suggestion about role-playing different customer service scenarios.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Imagine practicing those tricky situations, coming up with creative solutions on the fly, and even having a few laughs along the way.
Role-playing those crazy customer scenarios sounds like a blast. It's like improv for customer service.
Yeah,
But speaking of keeping things real,
yeah.
I tried it. Also talked about the importance of meeting customers where they are literally.
Right. Multi-channel support is key in today's world. You can't just rely on email anymore. Think about it. You probably connect with businesses through a mix of email, live chat, social media, maybe even a good old-fashioned phone call.
Okay, that makes sense, but does that mean I need to be on every single platform? It sounds a bit overwhelming for a small business.
It doesn't have to be all or nothing. The key is to be strategic. I tried it. Suggest focusing on the channels your target customers actually use. If your audience hangs out on Instagram, make sure you're responsive there. If they prefer phone calls, make sure you have a dedicated line and someone ready to answer.
Quality over quantity. I like that. Now let's talk about those situations where things get a little tricky. What happens when a simple answer just won't cut it?
That's where a clear escalation process comes in. I tried it, was adamant about having a system in place to handle those more complex issues.
Let's say I'm having a major tech issue with a product I ordered online. I've tried all the basic troubleshooting, but nothing's working. What should happen next?
In a perfect world, there would be a seamless escalation process that guides you to the next level of support. You'd know exactly who to contact, what information they need, and when you can expect an update. No more getting lost in the system or feeling like you're talking to a brick wall.
Transparency and communication are key, right?
Yeah.
I think the worst part of those situations is feeling like you're in the dark, not knowing what's happening or when to expect a resolution.
Absolutely. I tried it. Really emphasize the importance of setting realistic expectations and keeping the customer informed every step of the way. Even if the news isn't what they want to hear, at least they know what's going on.
Okay, all of this is making so much sense. It's like, I tried it, is giving us a peek behind the curtain of what makes for truly great customer support.
Right.
But we're just getting started. There's a lot more to unpack, right?
Oh, absolutely. We still need to dive into the power of feedback, the importance of transparency, and some fun ways to celebrate those amazing customers who make it all worthwhile.
Speaking of feedback, I tried it. Made a great point about seeing it as a goldmine of information. But it's not just about collecting feedback. It's about what you do with it, right?
You hit the nail on the head. Gathering feedback is just the first step. The real magic happens when you use that feedback to improve your products, your services, and the overall customer experience.
They had some great suggestions for gathering feedback. Post-interaction surveys, regular check-ins with loyal customers, even just paying attention to those online reviews.
Those are all valuable methods, and each one offers unique insights. Post-interaction surveys give you that immediate feedback, while regular check-ins with your VIPs show that you value their loyalty and want to hear their long-term perspectives. And online reviews. They're like a public forum where customers share their unfiltered thoughts, good, bad, and sometimes hilarious.
It's amazing how much information's out there just waiting to be discovered. But I can see how it could be overwhelming to sift through all that feedback. Where do you even begin?
Don't worry, it's not as daunting as it sounds. Remember those tools we talked about earlier? A good CRM or help desk software can actually help you organize and analyze customer feedback, making it easier to spot trends, identify recurring issues, and uncover those golden nuggets of insight.
So it's not just about collecting data. It's about turning that data into actionable steps that actually improve the customer experience.
Exactly. You want to show your customers that you're not just listening, you're taking action based on what you've heard. That's what builds trust and loyalty.
Okay, let's shift gears for a minute and talk about transparency. I tried it. Had a really insightful anecdote about their mentor and how customers often remember how you handle mistakes more than the mistakes themselves.
That's so true. We all make mistakes. It's inevitable, especially in the fast-paced world of business. But it's those moments of imperfection that really reveal your character.
It's like that saying, honesty is the best policy, but applied to customer service. Sometimes the hardest thing is just admitting that something went wrong.
It can be tough, especially when you're proud of your business and you want to put your best foot forward.
Right.
But think about it from the customer's perspective. They'd rather hear the truth, even if it's not ideal, than be strung along with false promises or vague explanations.
It's about building that trust and showing that you're human. Nobody expects perfection, but they do expect you to own your mistakes and try to make things right.
Exactly. And when you handle those situations with grace and honesty, it can actually strengthen the customer relationship. It shows that you care enough to be upfront and accountable.
Okay, I'm ready for something a little more uplifting.
Mm.
Let's talk about celebrating those customers who make it all worthwhile.
Now you're talking. This is the fun part. I tried it. Had some great ideas for going beyond basic service and showing your customers some love.
I loved their suggestions about loyalty programs, personalized shout-outs, and highlighting customer stories. It's like taking that appreciation to the next level.
Those are all fantastic ways to make your customers feel valued. Loyalty programs reward repeat business and encourage engagement. Right.
While personalized shout-outs create those warm and fuzzy feelings that keep people coming back for more,
Mm-hmm.
and sharing customer stories, whether it's testimonials, case studies, or even just a fun anecdote on social media, showcases the real impact of your business.
It's like a win-win. You're making your customers happy, and you're also subtly promoting your business through authentic stories and positive word of mouth.
Exactly.
But I love that celebrating customers doesn't have to be expensive or complicated.
You got it.
Right.
It's really about the thoughtfulness and sincerity behind the gesture. It could be as simple as a handwritten thank you note, a small birthday discount, or even just remembering a customer's name and their favorite product.
Oh, wow.
Those small touches can make a big difference.
It's those little moments of connection that really solidify a relationship. So as we wrap up our deep dive into customer support wisdom with I Tried It, what's the key takeaway for our listeners? If we connect all these threads, the big takeaway is that customer support is about so much more than just answering questions or resolving issues. It's about building genuine relationships with the people who are at the heart of your business, your customers.
It's about transforming those interactions into something meaningful, something that fosters loyalty, creates advocates for your brand, and ultimately helps your business thrive.
Well said. And the beauty of it is that these principles apply whether you're a solopreneur running your business from your kitchen table or a growing company with a dedicated support team. It's all about making that human connection.
Right. You don't need fancy software or a huge budget to create an amazing customer experience. Sometimes it's the simplest gestures that make the biggest impact.
This raises an interesting question for our listeners. What's one small personal touch you could add to your customer support today to make someone's day?
Ooh.
It could be as simple as addressing a customer by their name, sending a follow-up email after a resolved issue, or offering a sincere compliment.
I love that challenge. It's a great reminder that we all have the power to create those positive moments that turn customers into raving fans. It's about shifting our mindset from transactional to relational, and remembering that there's a human being on the other side of every interaction.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, on that note, we've come to the end of another insightful deep dive. We've had a blast exploring the world of customer support with I Tried It, and we hope you've gained some valuable insights along the way.
Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences with us on social media. We'd love to hear about the creative ways you're connecting with your customers and building those lasting relationships. Until next time, keep diving deep.